Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you right tonight, talking about December 19th edition of WWE's Monday Night Raw. This is coming off the end of Roadblock, end of the line. Honestly, these are the hardest ones to make because of them coming right off the end of a pay-per-view and WWE not having a 5-point preview up because the pay-per-view just ended and they're trying to update their website with all of the pay-per-view results. Definitely there was a few title changes throughout the night tonight, seeing how Charlotte won her fourth WWE Women's Championship, and they have said that they are looking to go in a different direction other than Charlotte versus Sasha Banks, which they've been running for the past few months. I'm guessing that Bayley is going to be stepping up and getting into those shoes. We saw her on the pre-show giving her thoughts of the Iron Man match and giving her predictions. I think that it definitely is setting up a bridge between Charlotte and Bayley. They had started that program a few months ago, but then Sasha Banks, who was supposed to be sidelined with an injury, ended up coming back early and fitting herself into this. But Sasha Banks, a 3-time women's champion in less than a year, definitely involved in one of the best matches of not WrestleMania history, but WWE's 2016 history. Doesn't have anything to shy away from. She lost this feud, but I think she won the respect from a lot of people out there. And, them going in a different direction. This is going to be a lot like Randy Orton and John Cena. It's going to be hard to keep them away from each other. I know that there was more players in the game back in the day, but I mean, that's like, they didn't want Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin to fight at every pay-per-view. They had to use their players. They had to use their Undertakers. They had to use their Kanes. They had to use their Triple H's. And they spaced it out to where it didn't seem like they were fighting all the time. And, when they did fight, you were excited for it. And it was something that was fresh. And it wasn't something that they had run on a 3 or 4 month program knowing who was going to win each and every week as they bounce in and out. And an announced match for Monday Night Raw is going to be Rusev going up against Cass. Their match, of course, ended in a count-out victory at the pay-per-view on the pre-show. I'm not really looking for much from this. The whole feud really didn't make that much sense to me, seeing how Big Kaz was standing up for his friend Enzo, but Enzo really was the heel of the situation, basically going to the hotel room of a known married woman. Even if she is with Rusev, a bad guy, you still don't try to mess with somebody else's lady. So I don't know. It is what it is. I'm not looking for a ton from this match. I talked about this in my pay-per-view preview, talking about this. I'm not done for Enzo and Kaz to be done as a tag team. I think they're a really good tag team. I think they bring a lot to Monday Night Raw as well as live house shows. Being a team, coming out, doing their intro. I know that when Kaz is out there, Enzo comes out and acts as if he is his manager. But I still want to see Enzo work. I think if Enzo isn't working and he's just a mouthpiece on the outside, he's not worth as much. You need to see this guy get in the ring. He's a big part of Kaz's act, and I'm not ready to kick that to the side, so I'm not ready for Kaz to get back into singles competition like he was earlier in the summer when he was involved in the Fatal 4-Way for the WWE Championship. Cesaro and Sheamus won the tag titles from the New Day, ending their huge streak. So my guess is that they will be getting a tag title rematch sooner than later, whether that's on Monday Night Raw or whether if they save that for the pay-per-view at the Royal Rumble. There's a lot of teams, not just the Shining Stars and Goldust and R-Truth, but teams like the Club that are willing to be jumping into bed with Cesaro and Sheamus trying to get a title shot sooner than later. The Club really do match up against Cesaro and Sheamus well, seeing how they do have the Oddfellows sort of storyline together where Cesaro is a babyface and Sheamus is a heel. I do like the way they celebrated with the championship where Cesaro wanted to be one of the people while Sheamus wanted to stand on the top rope and hold his titles over everyone to show that he is better than everybody. Sami Zayn versus Braun Strowman, their storyline honestly should continue, seeing how Sami didn't really defeat Braun Strowman at the pay-per-view, just lasted 10 minutes. We'll have to see if they want to build on that, where Sami Zayn is actually getting a pinfall over him. But Braun is somebody that you don't want to lose at the same time, or he'll lose the lust that is behind him before he gets to where a main event guy is, where he's going up against a guy like Roman Reigns, who I think will be the first guy to defeat him. I'm not really sure what they do between Rollins and Jericho, Owens and Roman Reigns. My guess is that we will finally see the Shield reunion, where we do see Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns team up, go up against Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens in a tag team match. I think that is where the ratings will be. I think that it was pretty cool seeing on the tributes to the troops, seeing the face-off between the New Day, the Bullet Club, and the Shield. The Shield saying they were one of the best factions of all time. So a lot of people have that as a dream WrestleMania three-way. I think that would be really fun. A really fun way to pair all those guys up, as well as give AJ, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose all a big match at WrestleMania. But then again, you do that, you don't have a big singles match for those three guys in the Shield who have been wrestling singles matches this whole year. Not really caring about the cruiserweights that much, but it was pretty cool to see Neville debut. I'm guessing that he'll have a match on Raw as well. Maybe they'll save that storyline for the 205 live show. But Monday Night Raw should have some fireworks, should be having some stuff going some different directions, as well as having some rematches. So we'll see what goes down on Monday Night Raw tomorrow night.